Hello and welcome. I'm Carol DeChaine, and my business is Connect to Joy. And I want to tell you that every time I put out a video, that's what I want to help you do. Connect to your joy to make your life a better place. This whole month, I'm talking about the summer of love. I'm not going back, I'm going forward. I've talked about the love basics, different types of love that you might want or feel in your life, as well as looking at what you're looking for and talking about the fact that you deserve love and that you are lovable. And I'm wrapping up the month this week with talking about how to be love and the fact that if you are, that love will just follow you. It'll show up everywhere you go. This is the ultimate way to find someone for your life. So, what is it that you want? We talked about that before. Are you you want romantic love? Do you want to have just friends? So, whatever it is you want, it doesn't really matter because ultimately, the more that you love yourself, which we talked about last week, the more you'll attract people that are loving, more that they'll feel that vibration that you're at. This one's a little more what people might consider esoteric or spiritual because when you raise your vibration with love, scientists have said, hey, love is a higher vibrational emotion. It actually raises your vibration up and you can feel it. It's if you're angry and then you have love, unless the love has so much angst to it and it's a human, oh my God, they're ripping me apart kind of love, you feel higher because that kind of love has pain in it and it's not actually a pure love. The pure love that you can feel is usually more of a spiritual kind of love. So if you can open your heart and open your spirit to more, open it to having this connection that you feel, it's the easiest way to get it. Whether you pray or you meditate, you might just close your eyes and take that moment to be more in the now so that you can feel this connection that you may have. I always reach up. You don't have to reach up necessarily, but I'm reaching up to the highest self that I can connect to. And then it feels like things open up for me. I feel like I have more love, more joy, more whatever it is I need. And I feel like I've raised up my vibration. And one of the reasons I like working with Marconic energy is because it feels like it automatically raises up my vibration. And by doing that, it feels like my whole being is lighter and brighter. It feels so good. So when you start feeling and letting that type of love into your beingness, it just sort of gets through your cells and makes you feel different. It makes you act different, which is what people are going to start seeing. But even if, let's say that you're not talking to somebody, you don't see them anymore, they don't see your Facebook posts, somehow the vibration that you've shifted up to, people will become aware of it and you would be surprised. I've had clients, relatives reach out to them going, oh, I've got you. I haven't talked to you forever and I felt the need for some reason to call you. And they're going, what? These people are amazing that they have raised their vibration up enough that for some reason it gets kind of moves across the miles and all of a sudden the universe seems to shift for them. Somebody who wasn't talking to them will start talking. They'll start attracting the love of their lives. They'll start attracting more friends because that love vibration will reach out to people of like vibration and maybe slightly lower and slightly higher. And all of a sudden, people will start talking to you in Safeway or the grocery store or in a department store if they're still open. That all of this stuff happens and you may go, what happened? But you have shifted at depth. You realize that you deserve love. You realize that you've connected as much as you can to this higher vibrational quality that opens yourself up. It's not so much being vulnerable, which means that you're vulnerable is kind of scary. Vulnerable feels like they use that word in all these love shows and yeah, okay, I watch a few of them. The Bachelor, the Bachelorette, the things they talk about, oh, they were so vulnerable. It just means that they opened up their heart. The word vulnerable feels scary because you're opening and you're going, ah. when you're opening it. But if you're just already in that love feeling, you don't feel vulnerable. You feel open. You feel ready. You feel good. You feel filled with joy, with that love. It all, peace, love, joy, it all sort of just comes together. Realize that when you feel these ways, you're going to start attracting people to you for whatever reason that also want, need that kind of emotion. People that are also feeling that way. They'll recognize you. That law of attraction kicks in, and all of a sudden, you'll start having more friends. You'll start meeting more people that feel right to you. And when they don't feel right, don't go with them. You might even have people that are dying for that kind of energy. They're dying for it. They want to suck it out of you because they want it so bad. And those people will feel wrong to you. And you simply won't connect. There'll be people that are maybe Facebook people, the trolls that'll come around and they'll say, "Oh, you're so beautiful. I want to meet you, but I don't want to be ask for a friend and blah blah blah." And you're going, "Yeah, right, whatever." But then you'll also have people that are going to see more of who you truly are. They'll connect more with you in spirit, and then they will start being lifted up as well. When you connect to that love or that peace or that joy, but especially love, since that's what we're talking about right now, you're going to feel so different. You're going to start shifting people around you. They're going to start in training with you. And if you don't know what entrain means, basically it means you have a certain energy or they have a certain energy and you end up closer together in train. It's almost like you get on the same train the other person's on and you go together. So when you start doing that, I have one client that I started working with her and I started working with her with the energy work. I raised the vibration of the house. I raised the vibration of her. I worked with her and I also life coached her some. And she was not getting along with her husband. And she was feeling better and better about herself. And all of a sudden, her husband started acting nicer. Things started shifting for her. And she was going, "What's going on?" And I went, "In training." Now, he could fall off the train too. He could jump off and go, "No, I don't like this energy feel." But he could also entrain with her and go along for the ride, which means that she does all the work and he gets all the benefit. No, I'm kidding. He doesn't get all the benefit. He gets extra benefits that she's going, "Wait, I did the work. How come but this is good, so it's okay. But how come I'm doing all the work?" And I do get that sometimes. But it's just funny because relationships can get way better. Even once you think, "I want a divorce." It doesn't have to happen, but you have to love yourself first. Realize what you're looking for. Put up boundaries if you need to. If people aren't being there for you, know just so they know what you'll accept in your life. But also have this open heart from not a vulnerable place of, "What if they hurt me?" But from an open heart perspective of, "This is who I am. I am this beautiful, joyful person. I feel this love. I'm okay. They can't really step out and hurt me because that's their being and it doesn't impact me." And sometimes people are after you over and over and over, and they say things over and over and over to you that makes you feel less than. So you fall off your love pedestal, so to speak. You fall out of that space that you're in. And that's okay. We're human. We're not going to stay there every minute of every day. But realize you can be there. When people bug you, you can decide if you want to have them in your life, if they're there all the time to drive you crazy. Or you might just feel that this is all that you need, that you're okay, that these people will entrain with you or they won't, but it doesn't matter. At some point, you may have to make up your mind whether you want to keep them in your life. And at other times, you might just go, "I'm okay." And they will feel so uncomfortable that they will walk away from you. Sometimes I have someone who is at work and she hated her boss. And she said, "I can't stand this." Actually, I had a man who did that too, my male client. And they couldn't stand the people at the office. And they're going, "What am I going to do?" And I said, "Shift your energy. Let's see if we can't make you a happier person and see what happens." Both of them actually had their bosses leave. New bosses came into town. And one of them also got the option of moving out of her current position, that was the her, and to move with a different boss. So she interviewed with the other boss and went, huh. And then she got the job with the new boss, and it turns out that the old boss left anyway. So she was going, whoa, I could have stayed at either position, although she ended up with more money. But it was something that she went, wow, it does work. If I shift me and I feel better about me and I feel more love in my heart, they can't screw with me that much. I mean, I can let them get to me occasionally, but I can shift and grow and be in that space. And then all bets are off. You can have that choice. You have that power for yourself to be able to give yourself that love and know that you deserve it. You can have it. You're lovable. Start by loving yourself, giving yourself those moments in time that do something for yourself. It doesn't have to be big. Like I said, I mean, massage is great, but just sitting out at lunchtime on my balcony, looking at the trees, reading my book in the sun, it makes me so happy. You can do things, I have to eat anyway. You can do things like that for yourself. Whatever it is that makes you take on that run, if that's what makes you happy, that makes you feel like you're doing, they call it self care, but it's really self love. Do those things for yourself. You'll find that it will shift, and the summer of love that I'm talking about will be always for you. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you've enjoyed this month's Summer of Love series. I will be back next month. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet, so we'll see. I hope that you decide that you like what you hear and you'll subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click on the bell notification if you like what you hear. And also, if you'd like to hear more, not only are there more videos in my channel for the Joy Corner, which are I am affirmations, and different guided visualizations, which are now almost a year and a half ago, if you have to kind of dig for those. But there's also my podcast called Living Your Limitless Life. Until next week, again, my name is Carol DeChaine. Connect to Joy is my business. And know that as a life and business coach, intuitive, and energy light worker, I'd be more than happy to work with you if we are on that same wavelength. Until next week, you deserve love. Know that for yourself. Treat yourself with respect and with love. And know that your life can shift in a huge way if you but have a little fun and give yourself that gift of love.